Now, if I'm going to teach you about the history of children's jewellery, which is not just about plastic beads and sweetie necklaces, then I'm going to have to take you way back to the beginning of time, to the oldest piece of jewellery so far discovered. And that is this set of 33 marine seashell beads, which date back to around 142,000 to 150,000 years ago. Now, I don't know about you, but being someone who is interested in history, being a jeweller, being a jewellery historian, this find alone absolutely fascinates me, and it's something that I've only just recently discovered. Let's chat about it. I wrote a picture post about this a few posts back, which you can check out, but let's look at some of the details. The beads were found near the mouth of the Bizmoune Cave in Southwest Morocco, which is about 10 miles inland from the coastal city of Essaouira. Apologies if I'm not saying that correctly. This is a cave find, and as I've mentioned to date, it is the earliest example of jewellery that we have discovered. Beads themselves are made from 1/2 inch long sea snail shells, that's hard to say, sea snail shells, which came from 2 different types of sea snail species. So 1/2 inch, here's an inch on my ruler, here's 1/2 inch. So they're quite small. The archaeological documentation that goes with this find tells us that each bead had a hole drilled through it. Now, this is very typical of beads from the prehistoric era, as we know from other finds that come much later than this. We do know that prehistoric peoples made jewellery out of shells. They also made jewellery out of seeds, and they also made jewellery out of teeth. Evidence shows that there are signs of polish on these beads. The little hole that they drilled has evidence of polish, plus other modifications, obviously created by human hand, and that a few of them have a red ochre residue on them. Now, either this means that they were intentionally coloured red, or we do also know from graves of this find that bodies were also covered in red ochre. We would have to debate about whether the shells were actually painted or have deposits of red that would have been found within the cave anyway.